Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the finale of the Pallas Capital Gold Cup. My name's Nick Douglas. Lovely to have you with us. Next to me, I have my amazing co-commentator. Great to have you back on the team, Katie Spithill. What a beautiful day on Pittwater.
Good morning, Nick. Can I request a warmer venue next time? I mean, beautiful Pittwater, but southerly breeze in the, what are we getting here? Anything from 12 to 18 to 20 at the moment from the south.
Indeed, and I think that it's going to be quite a puffy racetrack. We have 11 TP52s today racing in the finale, and it's all on here in what will be a short, sharp and shiny racetrack, is what I'm going to call it.
Yeah, it promises for some fun. So we're looking at course 4, which is a 2-lap course for us, and a bit of fun out there.
Oh, it's going to be great. And looking at the scores, and we've had a few questions over the past little while about what is the focus of the Pallas Capital Gold Cup. TPR is the primary, which brings in quite a number of factors on top of the IRC rating, including age of the boat, the amount of youth on board, the amount of pros on board, really aiming to equalise the class and give everybody an opportunity to get in the mix and make it as one design as possible. So on TPR leading at the moment, we have Matador over Quest and Smuggler, but it's seriously tight. We'll see what happens at the end of this event, of course. On IRC, which you know a little bit better, Katie, we do have Hooligan. We have Matador still leading the way over Hooligan, and that's a tight battle there as well between two of the newer boats in the fleet. So, so it's all on, Katie.
Oh, look, I think it's going to be a great weekend. Really interesting forecast. So at the moment we're starting in almost a southwesterly breeze. Just to bring you back, we've got 2 minutes till race start.
2 minutes till race start. Excellent. So we've got 3 races today. We could be in the bar in time for lunch, Katie.
Hey, 3. Well, and we've got an increasing breeze, so the excitement will build. We are starting with a leg length of 1.3, wind direction of 210. Forecast for the day is for it to slowly head south, so a little bit left and build.
Indeed, and I think the race committee look like they're dressed for an Arctic event, as you said. You said, Katie, if we could bring the race committee onto the screen, we're going to give the Marrows a bit of a shout. Mimi, just pop your camera to the right and show me the. There we go. Look at them there, all dressed, ready for something that's a little further south than where we are right now. 1 minute 10 to go. We'll probably come into some flags coming down. We'll keep the race committee on just so you can see when that flag drops, ladies and gents, and we'll spin around into 1 minute in 2, 1. 1 minute to go for the finale of the Pallas Capital Gold Cup, but it is the first race of this series, ladies and gents, and it looks like they're liking the boat end at the moment. All Hooligans down the pin end. Denali's going for attack right next to us now. SMB going for a duck behind Matador. Katie, what are you seeing? Where would you like to start on this racetrack as I get us back into position?
Funny enough, while I've been quiet, I've been doing exactly that. Where do I want to start and why? Line itself is quite even. Breeze right this second is on the boat. But longer term, I actually wouldn't mind access to the middle right of the course, 15 seconds.
And counting us in, Katie. Hooligan
10,
are
9,
accelerating towards that pin and colour. Up to
5,
first light. Hooligan
3,
2,
1, and we're
Well
off.
time. Great start by SMB and Matador here at the boat end. Looks like Quest have actually missed the start line here, so
Got Quest and we've got Frantic. They're a little late to the line.
Behind too. Looks like Quest will go for an early tack off our stern.
Yep.
But we'll keep going forward with this fleet. We'll even come in behind them, I think. But there's SMB.
So the rest of the fleet all on starboard tack, heading up. It'll be interesting to see. Quest is the only one to split to the right of the course. So on the back of the Quest is none other than my lovely little brother Tommy Spithill. So a Pittwater local. Interesting to see if he's chosen early right or if he's been pushed early right.
Indeed, but at the moment I'm really liking where Matador is. Clean line, straight up the middle of the course, lifted. Hooligan is well out on the left-hand side with Malcolm Page on the back though, another fantastic tactician. and on strategy Ben Lamb. So that team's a bit stacked this weekend.
Definitely. Matador's chosen to take out that right as well. So we're looking at 4 of them splitting right now.
Oh, a big split racetrack here. 1.3 nautical mile beat set at 2:10. In case you've just joined us, lovely to have you with us as we follow these TP52s. Our goal is to be live for the majority of the racing today. There might be a gap after race 2, Katie, because the Lion Island, the local race, will be taking place. We just have a little bit of a look to the left here. Hooligans about to tack. They're the most left-hand boat. Majority of the fleet now tacking onto port. Looks like a beautiful shift coming around that point.
Really nice left-hand shift here. Hooligans tacked on the edge of it now. Now with only a length of 1.3, this top mark's going to happen fast. We're almost halfway up the beat already.
And then course number 4, I believe that means an upwind finish as well. So it's sort of like 2.5 laps. So to speak.
Exactly. And again, look, if we're in the lighter phase, we've just gone lighter wind now. That downwind will be a medium length. If we're in the up pressure, it's going to be very fast.
Whoa, wow. And look at Highly Sprung here. They're in the mix. They're just off the hip of Zen. Most left, as I mentioned, is Hooligan. The majority of the fleet seem to be trying to get back towards this point. Now, as the local, Katie, talk to me about what this point is. I mean, there's a lot of geography that comes into play on this racetrack.
Yeah, so quite a few names for this one. Long Nose, Trahan Cove. It's the place. It plays a pivotal part in racing in a lot of different breeds, and it really depends on where you hit it and when. You get it wrong and you are not pretty at all.
Oh, very puffy out here. For those who may be able to hear a little bit of wind noise in our microphones, I apologise for that. I think it's all good though, but I'm just apologising in advance because my eyes are running. It's so chilly out here.
Interestingly, Hooligan are to windward of the famous Long Nose Point, but in a very, very nice left-hander. Zen, Highly Sprung, Smuggler, also all sitting in that left-hander at the moment. Hooligan's about to take quite a header here. We'll see them come bow down and into the corner.
Oh, goodness gracious. Smuggler is now, it's actually Matador. Smuggler heading in on port. They're all heading for that point, apart from Koa and First Light, who are further left of us. We're sort of taking the middle line up the beat.
So I want to say SMB are actually the most closest to the point and are looking beautiful. They've hit that corner really, really nicely.
Yeah, tactician Gordy Maguire with Jeff Betcher on the helm. Our South Australian entry. It's so great to have them. They've done the last 2 events from Newcastle onwards. They've joined in and they're still looking great on the scorecard considering they've missed the first event, which was out of the Cruising Yacht Club of Australia. And we're going to come in behind Matador SMB. Hooligan is just crossing. I don't know, they're on port. This is a big cross here.
I think it's a case of cross if you can, if I was them. I don't think they are crossing though, so it will be an undertack and lead back to the middle of the course. From here, if I was racing, it would be the right hand. Interesting. Matador.
That's tight.
They've tried the tack, they can't in yet.
Oh boy. That was an interesting manoeuvre.
Yeah.
Grant Cimarron tactics on board Matador with Steve Thomas on strategy just coming across there in the red.
We're getting very, very large shifts, as you may have seen then. Matador almost took an auto tack, but then actually came out on quite a header.
Look at Zen coming off the point here. They are in an absolute perler on starboard. You'll see them come into frame in just a minute. They're quite a ways in front of Matador. So I would actually call them leading the race at the moment. This is just a complete, I'm not going to say lottery because they are using amazing skills here.
It is top right here,
Yeah,
and it is when you hit that corner and how. And interestingly, Quest are actually coming back in to show that at the moment.
So did he purposely start late at the boat, as you said earlier?
To gain his early right.
Little brother.
So at the moment, Nick, I'm calling Zen in the lead, then Matador, and then it'd be between Quest and First Light at the moment, but don't hold your breath or write those scores down because in about 30 seconds it'll change.
Copy that. You heard it here first. We'll try and get a little bit more of the action into the shot here.
So unfortunately, Nick, at the moment, due to the breeze, we don't have the drone up.
No, yeah, no, we want to bring the drone in when we can. We may pop her at the top mark here. We've just got a few adjustments happening on my microphone as well. We might try and bring her in at the top mark, but as you can see, it's so up and down. We've got Joshy on the back. Just hoping that we get a little bit of a lull.
So top mark lay line. At the moment, Matador's on that lay, but there's probably another 3 to 4 shifts to come before we get there.
Indeed. We have Matador up to our right. I think Alice Parker on nav on there. She knows this area of the world as well.
Yeah, definitely done the youth development program here. So we've got a possible meet between Hooligan and Quest. I think Hooligan's just crossing, but in this next shift that'll change. It's about to see the 2 boats now. Okay, Hooligan didn't cross, so that's another gain to the right hand side of the course.
Indeed, and now we've got Zen actually crossing over Matador, and we're picking Zen as the leader at the moment, so Matador will go behind Zen. So you can see that right hand side really coming into play.
And on the back of Zen, we've got the owner, Gordon Catelby, and then we've got Joe Turner.
Joe Turner, never seen him sail before. Coming in behind Zen now, but they've had a great season. They've been doing incredibly well on TPR and IRC, and I think consistency is paying. We're just going across the bow at the moment of Quest, and we're going to have a attack from Matador onto Smuggler's Line as well. We're actually going to pop in behind Matador, even though we're on starboard here, Katie.
Oh, true. That is correct. We've just had a little shift change here, about 5 knots lighter, and they're all headed for the right. It is a fight for the right hander here.
Smuggler will duck Matador here, coming back into it.
Another very well known name on the Smuggler.
Ooh.
Steve McConaughey. Sorry, Steve.
There's a few McConaugheys around. Look at this righty. Oof. Puffy. Oh.
So Hooligan and SMB actually have switched and crossed to the left. Time will tell here which shift will prevail at the top of the course. Very, very shifty here for those that haven't figured that out yet.
Oh, golly gosh. You know, we have some rules in sailing, don't cross the course. That perhaps doesn't apply in pit water. You just really got to sail for that next puff.
Very, very true, Nick. So typically now coming into what we're calling the top third of the race course, we've been prioritising starboard.
Right now.
Breeze on there.
I'm pretty sure I just saw Matador pop their jib. That's how breezy it got in that in the top of that puff. Zen is sailing beautifully. All out the inside. The marks are now in play.
We're in a very strong moment. SMB here, you'll see just sailing into that header. SMB sailed a really, really nice upwind. I think there is unfortunately just so many places to try and link the gusts.
Look how close this racing is after one leg of the course. We've called shifts from left, right and the other. We're 9 minutes, but they are all together. Then leading the way, then Matador tacking to leeward of Hooligan. He's coming the right side to leeward of them, and SMB will tack in on their tail after an early lead. Katie, what more could you want? Check this out.
Gosh, this is all on. Downwind. My priority would be a straight set, early jibe. Early jibe
Katie.
Priority for the breeze. So let's see what happens with the fleet. Zen coming into the top mark and then into the offset mark, which is a green mark.
Oh my goodness, this is epic racing. Frantic and Denali a little bit out the back, but other than that, and oh gosh, my hat's off to Frantic too. They were meant to be heading off to do the Nemea race, which sadly has been postponed due to the events there. But look at Zen's lead here, Katie. Brilliant work from that team. Because I wouldn't have called them as one of the clear starters. This racetrack is perhaps a different racetrack too, because it's not always going to pay the winner at the start. Look, they're building the jib.
Breeze on at the top mark, yeah, quite a lot of breeze, so an ease to even get the boat spawn away. So interesting, we're seeing the same 4 at the top. Zen, Hooligan, Matador, Quest. SMB was the only one that we lost a little bit there, and then Smuggler.
I've got to say, it's definitely breeze on, but this is a much more pleasant sea state to all the other events we've been at, JD. I have to tell you.
Flat water.
Oh my goodness gracious me. Like, at the first event, CYC, we were offshore for a passage race on day one. Then we headed to Newcastle, and you sailed Newcastle. Oh, we've got jibe sets happening over here.
Zen took my advice. They're listening to the feed, I think.
Good job.
Yep.
Good job.
Really
good job.
nice air coming through from the right here. Hooligan have held straight. Unfortunately, Zen have got a kite issue.
Got a bit of a bonner there on their jib. I think it's their retrieval line actually hasn't eased properly. So if we look at Zen there after their early lead, Hooligan around behind them. Quest have also gone for a jibe set, not looking too pretty either.
So he's also got my Memo, but maybe these boats, the jibe set is not as efficient and quick.
Oh, real problem with that retrieval line on Zen. Anyways, back to what we've got in the mix here. Hooligan heading out on starboard jibe, looking pretty. Matador just off their stern. Then Smuggler also on the straight set. And SMB. Yep.
Okay, then Highly Sprung over just round, and behind that we've got Koa and First Light, and then Denali and Frantic just 5 lengths from the top mark.
And on the screen now you'll see Zen, who led around the top mark by some distance, still having a bit of an issue with their retrieval line. And Hooligan and Matador in an absolute smoker down that right hand side, like hooking into that. So is that the Avalon Sailing Club in there?
Yeah, Avalon Sailing Club.
Perfect.
So at the moment, the middle of the course, there is no wind. So it's really picking a side and committing to it.
Beautiful.
Frantic and Denali just routing the top mark now.
Thanks, Katie. Yeah, so a much more pleasant sea state. Much more pleasant sea state here, because you sailed Newcastle, and I've never seen anything like it. 4 metre swells counter to the wind direction. So I think all of the sailors will be enjoying this flat water racing, even though it is a bit puffy. Oh, golly gosh, I'm just getting on the surf from Highly Sprung.
I tell you what, Nick, I don't know how you lasted offshore on day one of Newcastle. The sea state, the breeze, it was a lot on. So this is very, very pleasant. Quite a building air here, and this is a southerly shift at the moment. We've gone south probably 10 to 15 degrees.
Whoa, Matador jibing, and as you mentioned, into that southerly puff. And so we are surfing the waves off the back of Highly Sprung right now as we try to get back into the mix of the fleet. Great job, Amelia, on the cam. Great to have her joining the team as of this event. While we're downwind, I'll give you a bit of a shout. Ladies working as well on the camera here, on the commentary. We've got Andrew behind the scenes and Joshy up the back. Make sure we've got plenty of highlights. Wendell is also out taking photos, so full ops today and pretty special. Oh my gosh, the sun's coming out and everything. Look at Matador. They've absolutely nailed that port jibe ley line. I think they're not far off a bottom mark turn, and they've made a big gain there off Hooligan.
Be interesting, hard to see the gate in the sun, but I wonder if Hooligan's almost beyond lay there.
Indeed, and
Andy Green has all the equipment, so he'll have those marks pinged.
Absolutely.
On the back
Andy
of the
Green
Hooligan.
is a fantastic navigator, and we're using the mark set box at the bottom today, just as a tester, which is great to see.
So we've got the 2 boats that hit the other corner coming back now. We've got Zen and Quest coming in.
Indeedy. Looks like we've managed to stay live for a whole lap, Katie. Look at us go.
Matador's done a really, really great job here coming into the gate. Been interesting to see because Hooligan and Matador picked really different angles in. SMB coming in, Highly Sprung coming in quite nice there.
Oh,
looking good.
Smoking. We'll probably pick Highly Sprung up with their beautiful Pallas Capital logo on the side. They're absolutely ripping in this flat water too. Look at that.
So an interesting comparison. Smuggler are the only ones that have dropped a headsail. They're just putting it back up again now. So there will be a breeze cut off for each boat where they decide faster to leave it up as opposed to dropping. Matador looks like they're coming in for a drop now at the gate.
Excellent. They're going
Left-hand turn for Matador at this stage. Hooligan's lower on the gate end, whether they're planning a right-hand turn or they've just got a decent breeze to run with there.
Oh, epic. And you might be able to see on board some of these boats, it is an owner-driver class, but they are allowed to have an amateur driving at any given time. So great to see some of our youth sailors getting a go on the helm today in these conditions, in this, quality fleet as well. But we are absolutely smoking along here. I can't quite see my speed. I'm doing about 16, 17 knots of boat speed just to keep up with them. I'm not keeping up with them.
But, Hooligan first round the mark. Matador had a little issue. Matador rounding second now, but inside Hooligan's line. It seems that the pin end of the gate is quite favoured at the moment, so they're all favouring that side.
Matador still haven't managed to get that shoot away, and that's probably the issue that was on board here. Zen, if we can get a shot to the left, perhaps, guys, you'll see that Highly Sprung's actually managed to get in front of Zen. And there we have it. Zen and Highly Sprung will actually be battling it out here, which is showing you that jibe set didn't pay.
So SMB just tacking now. They're the first ones to tack right.
I'm going to go round to the left here, kids, and we'll actually follow SMB.
See Smuggler just rounding the mark now. Highly Sprung and Zen both coming to round. Looking at secret men's business here.
It's a different
and
story heading upwind.
The breeze has built, if anyone can hear the change in the mics. We're upwind, I want to say in 18 to 20 knots now, and possibly building. White caps on the water.
Definite white caps. No drone today, kids. Oh, we've got lots of action out the back. Denali's had a broach. Pallas coming in behind first.
Call that the first wipe out of the day, and based on the forecast we might see a few. Not for the level of skill on the boats, there's a lot of talented sailors, but as soon as we see anything with a little bit of west in pit water, it catches the best of the sailors out.
Yeah. Oh, Katie, it's so great to have you back on board with us, especially in your local waters. Frantic, go for a spin over to the left. We might just get Amelia if you can peel to the left over here. There we go. Oh boy. Oh, they're going again. No.
So Denali was first to have a little turn, and Frantic happily sailed by.
Oh, that's no good. Oh, sorry, Mike Martin. They're my personal favourite. I'm picking them as crowd favourites, that team. They have the best time on the water.
A lot of family on board that one.
Yeah. Oh,
family boat. So it's a pity to see that. Luckily, they'll have some other options on board, but someone will be spending some time in a loft tonight to get them back on the water again.
Oh, goodness gracious me. Well, back into the race now, and we have Matador on the screen here.
So I'd say at the moment, Hooligan just ahead of Matador, but hey, it's not over yet with this upwind. This is only the second of what will be 3 upwinds. With today, the first course for this race is 2.5 laps, Nick, and they've introduced an upwind finish.
Whoa! Did you get wet there, Katie?
I just got splashed. That wasn't in the brochure.
I know, I'm wearing UGG boots. That definitely wasn't in the brochure. Sorry about that, Katie. Anyways, we got Matador here. I think if this breeze curls any further left, and it is going more into the south as you mentioned, Matador are in on a line honours shout here. So let's bear that in mind, guys. We are calling it as we see it on the water because they are all but one design boats, but we have to remember that they are scored on handicap, and if you've just joined us, that's either on TPR or IRC that we're looking at. So when I head across the wind here and we get a little bit wetter, we've got that nice long shot for you so you can see pulling and battling with Matador. SMB just tacking over onto starboard now to get that land shot, that land shift, shall we say. It's right there. And Smuggler also coming in west, just behind them. And of course does exceptionally well on TPR, just so you know, because they do get of this 3 clicks for every year of boat age, Katie, on TPR.
That sounds smart. And you know what? Considering the age of that boat, they've done quite well upwind. Unfortunately, unfortunately they had a problem with the kite downwind and sailed the second half of the downwind without a spinnaker.
Oh no, that's no good. But yeah, it is one of the oldest boats in the fleet, that Quest. But gosh, she's a beauty. She's won the Hobart a number of times. She loves her IRC rating just as much as TPR. Rightio. Now, when you look at what is on your screen now, we have SMB just to leeward of Hooligan, who have managed to take the lead, and Matador is just popping in behind them. It did look good for Matador for a little while, but to no avail. We'll have Smuggler come across as well. They've sailed so well the past few events too. They sail even better when the tunes are on.
So really, really close back into the top mark here with Hooligan, SMB and Matador, and Smuggler hot on their heels.
Massive header on Hooligan's bow as we come to one. We're going to get crossed here. Smuggler calling starboard on us.
So on the back of the Smuggler we have Andrew McConaughey.
Steve McConaughey, you've done it again.
I've done it again.
There
Sorry,
he is
Macca.
there.
I'm just going to go back to Macca. I was trying to be polite and do full names. It's not working for me.
It's all good. And Jake Newman on board as well, I believe, is doing a bit of strategy with the Smugs. He's an incredibly talented sailor out of Geelong, G-Town.
Some great opportunities here with shifts. You know, it's never over here, and you're never sitting for long. So keeping the tacticians busy as well as the trimmers.
There's Jake down there. He's on main trim, but does a bit of strategy on the side. So very handy Etchell sailor as well. Hooligan really stretching their legs now. And what's happening behind us, Katie? We've got Smuggler on screen, but just in
so we had a
just
bit
in
of
the
action
rear
at the
vision
bottom.
mirror.
Frantic's got their kite down and heading down. Unfortunately, one boat looks like they've pulled out. They had a spinnaker issue. I can't identify it from here, but we'll figure that out when we come back. So leading the second pack is Quest. We've got Koa hot on the heels. We've got Zen in there, and First Light.
Copy.
Might be Denali Denali might be the one that we've lost. Unfortunately, hopefully nothing broken on board.
Considering that that Zen led around the top, that's a shame. It showed you shows you how close this racing is. That if you have an issue with your retrieval line, you just can't get out of it. Oh, it's a bit flatter up here. This is nice.
So we've had quite a split here. A minute ago we could have thrown a blanket over the top three. We've now had a bit of separation. Hooligan coming back to the centre, where we're seeing Matador and SMB really hug that right-hand shore. What's your pick, Nick?
I like the left at the moment.
Next shift is definitely left, but
Yeah.
it's very easy from our position to just to look and call it. We are the armchair critics from here at the moment. So
Yeah, definitely armchair, up boot wearing critics. Oh, look at that shift SMB's on though, but something's got to give. They're lifted on both sides at the moment.
it's really about trying to connect these puffs here.
There's more
One
pressure
minute
on
you're
the
famous,
left.
yeah.
But
1 minute you're famous, but what's next? So, and what pressure is the mark in? Right now, the mark is really in limbo. Really nice right hander just settling in. You'll see that at the moment on the screen.
As we were mentioning, that right hand shift, you can see SMB has made quite a gain on Hooligan there. But if we look behind us, you can see some of the boats actually taking the left hand shift that we mentioned. Zen is getting themselves back into the game here off the left hand side. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. The Elliots, the youth development program, I believe, are out training, and they seem to be in that lefty as well, further into the south. So
Quite a decrease in pressure at the moment too, Nick. Boats are quite upright again, so trimmers will be back into power mode.
we could fly a drone now.
We could. We've just got Zen coming through on our stern here. So at the moment, Zen's looking like they're leading what we're going to call the second pack. So Zen sitting in 5th place. So right now, Nick, I'd say they're safe on lay.
Yeah.
But they're not there yet.
Definitely not there yet. I'm actually going to accelerate here, team, if you can all hang on, because it's flat and it's not that breezy, and we'll see if we can get into the mix for this top mark. So currently Hooligan leading over SMB. Matador would be leading on TPR at the moment, at least in this top pack, and IRC in this top pack. So at the moment they're in a really good position with their ratings. If you do want to find the results and their ratings, it is on the TP Australia website. So if you're watching on Facebook, you'll be able to find that via the TP52 page, or of course the Adventures of a Sailor Girl page, or the RPA page. Whichever you're joining us from, it's a pleasure to have you with us as Hooligan heads towards the top mark.
So Hooligan, first to the top mark for the second time. Lighter breeze for the set, and again we've got that void. This time right now it's a straight set. The pressure is to the left of the top mark.
Awesome.
SMB in second with Matador less than a boat length behind them for third place.
Hooligan getting ready in, I don't know, 8 knots of breeze?
Oh, right now, Nick, I'm going to say we're lucky if we've got 5 at the mark. Getting quite light at the mark itself.
Oh, I love that noise.
So you just see SMB here. Luckily, they're carrying them some momentum through. Hooligan's about to get the new pressure now. Really nice set for Hooligan. Straight
beautiful.
set, and they're off.
And I like how they're heading off on that straight set again, Katie, because they're more likely to hook into that pressure that seems to suck along the more northern shore there. Oh, and off they go. Got a puff already.
Okay, straight set for SMB as well. There is no other option at the moment. You would be straight setting.
Beautiful. Matador. What? Got a little twisty.
Yeah, I want to say watching Hooligan set was pretty neat and tidy.
Very tidy. SMB's was good. Matador. We'll come back to that.
Yeah.
No comment from me unless you can do it better. There we go.
Exactly right. We've all been there, and I've got many special ones. So, Smuggler here with Macca on the back. They've got really nice pressure for the set.
There.
Zen's actually had a very nice upwind and closed the distance to Smuggler. So they are going back down to the bottom mark rounding, and they will be coming upwind for a finish.
Beautiful. Go the Smugs. They're in a good position at the moment, I believe, on rating as well. It is a little bit difficult for us to work that out, but we'll be monitoring the results for you so we can bring that in as soon as possible. And wherever you're joining us from, it's lovely to have you with us. We'll check the comments when we're in between races. We'll probably go to a holding screen in between races just to give everybody a break, because I don't know about you, Katie, but my hands are positively freezing. Zen is around. Had a good gain for them after that bottom mark, remembering that they were with Highly Sprung around the bottom, who is 2 boats back. Quest rounding distance marker. Now we've got a bit of rock on board.
Finishing at the bottom.
And we're finishing at the bottom. Excellent. Good to know.
We're going to correct that. So we are doing course 4, which is a downwind finish.
A downwind finish. Excellent. We'll head with them then. We have Highly Sprung just about to round the top mark. Koa and First Light all together, and Frantic is finishing up the back at the moment. And I believe you are correct, it's Denali that has pulled out there, Katie. So we will rip down. They're all on starboard jibe at the moment. Looks like Hooligan's just about to go for a jibe. So yeah, it's a bit quicker for us downwind.
Yep, we're going to head down and meet them for the finish. A really nice job for Hooligan. They had a nice tidy exit and straight down that shore, Nick, as you mentioned as well. The breeze is just funneling down there in the southerly. Unfortunately, with where the top mark is, you can't really use that southerly upwind on the left, which is why we're seeing them in that right-hand side and with a lot of tacks on the beat upwind.
All right, hang on to me, Mimi. I think Katie's gonna just go up on the bow and hang on to Miss Mimi. She's gonna. Wish I could take a picture of this. It's a bit adorable.
If we had an extra hand, we would. We're just going to send it down. So I'm going to go and hold the camerawoman up so she doesn't fall off while she's settling in.
She might call herself a camera lady. We've flown her in from the UK especially for this event.
So she should be fine with this temperature too, really. This should be a tropical hot day.
Although she's claiming she's a Queenslander already. We're not going to make it to the finish with Hooligan. I'll just let you know, ladies and gents, we're doing 20, 24 knots, 25 knots at the moment. At the moment, it looks like SMB will finish across the line in second, then Matador and Smugs. We're doing our best, but they're absolutely smoking now in that pressure. So
Smuggler and Zen have got a really nice little battle back here as well for fourth place at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Online honours. I've got to keep reiterating.
Sorry, online honours.
No, Katie, you're calling it as you see it. It's brilliant. Oh my goodness, look at Matador here. They are absolutely smoking downwind. The teams will be having a great time. They still haven't finished yet though. You've got all three on screen here. Hooligan at the left, SMB in the middle, Matador at the right hand side. And absolutely glorious sailing out here on Pittwater. It's definitely God's country today.
Yeah, really nice settled pressure at the moment. Probably say between 12 and 15 knots on the course, and prime breeze for these TP52s.
Oh, what a way to finish. You got to have a bit of Yahoo going on out here now. Starting to soften. Looks like Hooligan will have to put a jibe in. We're just going to jump in on the tail of Matador here so that we can run with them into the finish. Current leaders of the series on TPR and IRC. They're going to go for an earlier jibe than the others.
So we've got Steve Thomas calling the shots here, but nicely supported by Grant Zimmer as well as Aris Tanowski. Oh, sorry,
she's Parker
it's now Alice Parker.
I think she'd take either, actually, Kate.
Yeah.
It's like you with Spithill and Pellew.
I don't know my own name, it's fine.
That's because you are a hard worker and a mother of two. I don't know how you do it.
Well, Nick, you've got to experience my life for the last few nights.
I have. I'm very
lucky. Are you
lucky.
exhausted just watching?
Just watching, exactly.
Really nice dive by Matador here.
That was absolutely beautiful. And there's one of the Mark Set bots with a nice little Harkin logo on it as well. And that is the finish for race number 1 of Act 4 of the Pallas Capital Gold Cup. First across the line was the stunning Hooligan, skipped by Marcus Blackmore, with Malcolm Page on tactics and Ben Lamb on strategy, followed by Secret Men's Business, skipped by Jeff Betcher with Mr. Gordy Maguire on tactics, and then we're crossing the line with Matador, with Grant Zimmer and Steve Thomas in the Brains Trust for David Doherty. They've been having a fantastic season as they pack up. We will spin around for the next lot of boats.
So behind us we've got Zen and Smuggler fighting for fourth at the moment. They're in a bit of a jibing duel there. Zen just ahead, Smuggler jibing to cover. And an increase in the breeze again as we turn around here.
2, 1. Zen have done spectacularly to get back in the mix here. On the bow, it is a dark hull. I think that's Quest absolutely smoking at us.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at this path to finish with.
Breeze on here.
This could be a bit marginal here. I'm gonna just go to the right.
Watch for their bear away in the drop here.
There's Zen. Oh, wait. Push.
So we're into the 20 knots here, and Quest coming back quite strong, almost getting the Smuggler, sending it there on the boat speed on the dial.
That is magnificent. Quest crosses the line right behind Smugs. It's gotten rough here, ladies and gents, and unfortunately Andrew just got wet. My apologies. Oi, she's choppy now.
We're in the ocean now, Nick. You
Yeah.
said that this was flat water.
Yikes.
So coming down here, we've got First Light is next on the
I
list.
think it's actually Highly Sprung,
Oh, sorry,
followed by
correct.
Koa and First Light in the distance.
You are
Oh,
correct.
that's what happens when you get TP52s crossing jibes. It becomes an ocean in a closed piece of water. So, but look at that beautiful Pallas Capital logo on the Highly Sprung. That's how I guessed which boat it was, by the way, Katie.
And
Oh, what a brooch!
a brooch
right
by
in
Highly
front of
Sprung.
us. Oh.
I was just about to mention we're starting to see an increase in the pressure when the puffs hit.
Oh boy, and Andrew Parks on tactics there. They'll be trying to get it under control. Yikes. That came out of nowhere. This is fun.
That one actually came more from the south. We can tell here that temperature. Every
Gosh,
now and then we
it's
get a
cold.
little bit of a warmer one from the west. That was definitely a southerly puff.
Definitely southerly. Koa behind, then First Light. Frantic just coming around the top mark. They'll be the last to finish, but good on them for doing so. Denali are actually off the screen now. They might come into the screen, but they're just trying to get what looks like a torn jib off the foil at the front, from what I can see.
So they rounded with a kite still up, and
Oh,
not
boy.
sure what they've done. Hopefully they can get the boat back going again here. Koa coming at us really nicely. We'll just spin around and see if you manage to capture them. So Koa had a last minute crew change with the owner stuck overseas. The tactician Chris Way on the helm. And then they've filled the boat as quickly as they could.
Whoosh! Few waves. Oh boy. First Light almost broaching as well. Oh boy. It's all windy with these boats coming down. Oh, they just got to try and make it here, and it's all very lumpy out here for us.
And we've got the Frantic, not to be forgotten, is still racing.
Oh no, we cannot forget Frantic. The good ship Frantic.
They've got an alternative kite up and they are on their way downwind.
What absolute legends. Had a broach, tore a kite, they've rejigged it, and they're keeping on going. That's why I reckon they're the crowd favourite, Frantic. Always finish the races, always have a good time, always super friendly and lovely. So that's race one. Oh, I think my hand's gone numb. It's chilly out here, but fantastic racing. Katie, I mean, this is the first event where you've actually had a chance to watch the racing, because in Newcastle you were racing yourself. What do you think?
Oh, look, great fun. The TP's a great boat to have a fleet as well, and have a really good bunch of people. Some very, very talented sailors we're seeing on the water here, and a shifty day with anything in the west. So I think it's keeping both the trimmers and the tacticians and the drivers busy this whole time on the course. But so far so good. Really, really nice first.
Indeed, and I think we've got to give a shout out to Koa, who are in frame, and I know Oz Women's Racing, Women Racing Oz is your baby, Katie, getting out there and making sure that girls have the same opportunities that men do, and they've got 5 or more women on board. We were counting on their crew list, and I know there's a bunch of your girls scattered throughout the fleet as well, which is great to see. So we've got lots of youth sailors on board. There is a click. So the click system with the TPRs, essentially if you've got a pro on board, the first 5 pros, or first 4 pros are free. After that it's 1 click for 3 pros, then after that it's 2 clicks for each pro, and youth sailors give you a free pro essentially. So we do have a lot of youth sailors amongst the fleet as well, which is a great way to encourage them to get involved. So lots of youth, lots of women. And lots of breeze right now as well. I think Frantic is still about maybe 10 minutes off finishing, so we might actually go to a little break now, and we'll come back. We'll stay live, but we'll bring the feedback in when we're ready for race number 2 of the day. It's 40 minutes since we started, Katie.
Very, very quick race, and I'd say it'd be 46, 47 minutes when Frantic crossed the line.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining us. My name's Nick Douglas. Whether you're watching on the TP52 channels, the Royal Prince Alfred channels, thank you for having us, RPA, or the Adventures of a Sailor Girl channels. We will be back soon with plenty more action from the finale of the Pallas Capital Gold Cup 2024.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. After a short delay, we are live once again and excited to be with you for race number 2 of the Pallas Capital Gold Cup finale. It is act number 4. Joining me on the mic, we have Katie Spidhill. How you feeling? How are your fingers? Look at that sky. It's absolutely glorious. Now, we have a black flag flying, Katie. What's going on here? Yeah. Indeed, and speaking of not racing, we only have, we think, 8 boats starting this race. Frantic, maybe joining in, so we might have 9. The crowd favourite. Yep, no drone, and we're going back to basics here. We've got SMB absolutely smoking back. You can see the breeze flying off the Matadors, just tacked most to windward, down to highly sprung. Smuggler, Quest, Zen also tacking to leeward of this pack. Hooligans coming back, most to leeward of the fleet. Where do you want to be, Katie? 1 minute to go. I like Quest's hole, Katie. Maybe your brother's got ESPN or something going, because he's right about where I'd want to be, but he's got to accelerate forward. Matador coming down over the pack. Excellent. And look at this. Coa's actually found a nice little hole for them down to leeward of the fleet. SMB are going to get punched out here potentially. Got Josh Alexander up on the bow here, pegging it with me. Matador, highly sprung. Smuggler in a good position. They're accelerating. We have 12 seconds, indeed. Oh, we're getting called up by SMB here. Keep it up, they're saying. And now we're racing. We're racing, says Josh Alexander. Matador, pretty close individual, and it's a black flag. That might not go well for Matador. We'll listen out to the radio. Katie, let me know what you see. Clear start, but we've got an individual. I'm so confused. Right, we'll run with what Mero says and go from there. Here we go. I'm going to get wet. Indeed, I'm with you, Katie, and when you're ready to rock, we'll go with them. Indeed, it is chilly. Highly sprung about to come across our bow. SMB looking really good, most right on the track at the moment, down to Matador. And then we have Smuggler appearing just behind Highly Sprung there. Hooligan most left. Zen not really living off Hooligan's hip at the moment. I expect them to tack any time now, but there's Highly Sprung with Mark Spring on the back. Looking pretty. Oh, you've got to love the sounds of the runners letting go a little bit. Oh, Hooligan managing to punch forward there of this pack on the left-hand side. 2 significant packs. Well, 1 significant pack. 1 boat just to the right of us. 1 boat just to the left. Here's Frantic. They've joined the race. Great to see. Let's get on the plane. Thank you. Woo! Oh, I can taste the water coming off her bow, Katie. This is fantastic action. Oi. Oh. Yep. Local redhead going right here, and it does tend to bend around that headland there, so you do sometimes get a little righty, but they're coming back, they're playing it easy. They're going to come back to the pack because the majority are over here, Katie. Indeed. And I think Matador's a little bit hidden to leeward of that orange hull at the moment, so they've managed to punch forward. They're probably bow even with Hooligan at the moment. Oh, she's breezy. Gonna probably see some jibs get popped in this puff. Yikes. Oh. Indeed, and you can see the breeze blowing the water off the top of those caps there, which indicates that we're definitely getting towards 30 knots. Zoom, zoom. Copy that, down to the left here. Just... Oh, and look at this breeze on the left-hand side of the track. There's Quest just to windward of us. What speed are we doing, Katie? Oh, they're punching into this. Downwind will be fun. SMB, Matador and Hooligan out on the left-hand side. I'd be starting to get a little bit concerned about getting pegged out there if I was Hooligan, who's just starting to pop through to leeward of Matador. Oh, they've punched right out. Yeah, look at that. Yep, Katie, I mean, you make your tactician look good when the boat's going quickly, and they've been putting in a lot of work on the Hooligan to go fast, so they're really punching forward there, but they're not afraid, as I mentioned earlier, to ease their sails and keep that boat flat. When you see heel on board a boat, it means it's going sideways. Oh, poor Koa. I can just bring in Koa back into the chat. They've just popped into leeward of that headland there to hide from these gusts. Over in the right-hand pack, Katie, we've got Zen and Smuggler. All good. I'm practicing my moguls, Katie. It's good. It looks like a good shift there, doesn't it? Oh, I just love it when the wind starts to blow off the caps, and I've had a few comments on Facebook saying it's going to be a good kite run, and we will stick with you all the way through the race as best we can. But as you can see, she rough out here. Even though we're inshore. Imagine if we were offshore. I'm quite happy in here. Thank you very much. Indeed. Gear dry, people dry. And you mentioned the team, Katie. A bit of a shout out right now to yourself. Thank you for joining us once again. Andrew making everything work behind the scenes, Amelia keeping us honest, and morale officer Joshy at the back just making sure that we stay happy. Wendell is morale officer, otherwise known as B-roll, and Wendell's getting some great shots. He's actually with Terry on the Hooligan chase boat as well, so we can get a few different angles, but I'm pretty excited about the kite run. Yeah, that's really interesting. Smugglers just had to tack over. Bit of an auto tack actually, I think. Oh, yeah. That, oh gosh, like they're in, as I mentioned, completely different breezes on the course here. Quest has ended up all the way on that left-hand side, even though they liked the right early. Matador about to cross our bow. Woo! Indeed. That is a big sail. Sounds like a plan. It's not far to go. We're about 2/3 of the way up the beat now. Zen is motoring off that shore. They're tacking back actually. So conceding to leeward of SMB there, which means that this left-hand side is paying and Hooligan is leading. Big heel from Zen out of that tack. But so Matador is still in a good position here. They're starting to curl up on the inside of Hooligan. So Hooligan, most centred of your screen, we have Matador to the left, Hooligan, who I believe is leading down to that orange hull SMB. It's unmistakable, basically. Smuggler coming along on starboard tack, just off their tail, and on the shore is Zen. That's your leading pack. Over my left shoulder, we do have Quest, and they will come into play, no doubt, at the top mark. Zen tacking over now on a blinder of a starboard shift. They had that in the last race as well. They led around the top mark and had an issue with their retrieval line. So we're relegated to the back of the course, but had a good comeback. So it just shows you that this first beat has everything in it. Smuggler has to duck them, so that concession has paid. Oh, we're going to cross Smuggler here. Port! I agree with you. They've curled up on that left there. They've just managed to get a little bit more out of it. They've gotten, like, I guess the rich have gotten richer on this left-hand side, which begs me to think about Quest, who are just over this side of our rib here. You can see them coming up the beat here, Katie. They've done very well too. Smugglers, we look back here, Smugglers off our right hip, and we've got Highly Sprung off our tail. So it's all quite close here because we are out on the left-hand side. Oh, awesome. Hooligan is extending on the inside there too. So into a bit of a right-hand phase as we approach the top marks here. And we'll do our best to stay with them. What a great idea. Oh, that left has died a painful death. And Hooligan is into a nice little righty now. They're overlaid by some margin, but still leading. Indeed. And SMB just off Zen's hip, so I believe Matador will have to tack to leeward here. It's a big duck they're tacking. So we'll keep up with them for at least the first section of the run, Katie. Yeah, just got the Quest ducking, Smuggler on the right of screen and Hooligan on the left of screen. They're about to round. Quite a wide shot here, which is handy to show you the spread, because Hooligan have managed to they've gone into a fifth gear at the top end of this beat here, which they need to do. They do need to win by some margin to win the race. They have to sail perfectly, which they've managed to do a number of times, including at the last event at Sailport Stevens when they won on IRC. So Yeah, I think maybe we go with them for a bit and then we'll be tapping into the next boat basically. Copy that. Next around will be Matador, then Zen. Smuggler is ducking Secret Men's Business and Zen now. Oh, will they get the tack in inside Quest? That's all on. Yeah, slight delay here that managed to... Something's wrong with the hoist. Not sure what's going on. Oh, Zen have to go around. Alrighty, here we go. Good hoist on Matador. Will it pop? We'll go with the crux of the fleet here, I reckon, Katie. Maybe we curl around behind SMB because we're not going to keep up with them. That's for sure. Zen is managing to get around again now with highly sprung. That's 2 from 2 races where they've ended up with highly sprung after a not so ideal top mark rounding. Copy that. Quest. What a hoist on board the Quest. Bang. Nice set. All right, let's go, Katie. We're not going to keep up. See if we can get some speed measurement for you. Copy that. Oh, look at the bow out on board Quest. Epic. I think something happened with the jib sheet, potentially, not sure. Oh, safety jibe on board Hooligan there. Took it very easy. And we are in a down patch. Even though it feels like we're in an up patch, this is a down patch for today. We might scoot along behind Quest and see if we can catch up the port tackers. Yeehaw! Woo! Look at Matador, they're smoking in front of Smuggler. S&B going for the jibe. And there's a nose going down on Hooligan down there. We are not anywhere near Hooligan speed right now. And I think any kind of manoeuvre when it's variable conditions like this, up into the 25s, 30s at times, minimising your manoeuvres, it's just the same as when it's light air conditions. Jibe happening on Smuggler. They're going to meet with Quest, who's actually on starboard here. Whoa, right away, right away. Oh, they've been nice to them. It's a gentleman's class after all. Yeah. They have indeed. Hooligan extending too. Oh, just looks glorious when they get up and going. We've got SMB just off our shoulder here. Look at this. Woohoo! Looks like Will Parker on board too. A bunch of the Caro crew, I think, as well. Beautiful. Maybe we hang here, Katie, so we don't have to do as much upwind. Beautiful. Love it. Oh! Definitely getting towards 20 knots. Everyone's saying this looks amazing. Zen coming into frame from the right-hand side, any tick of the clock. There they are there. They're smoking along. Hooligan has another jibe to get into the bottom. Just on your frame now, you've got SMB, Matador on the right, and Hooligan about to jibe on the same line as Smuggler, but well advanced. Could be a fun rounding. Highly sprung. Doing really well. They're my most improved for the season. They were my most improved after the first act, and they've continued to do so. Whoa. Hooligan a little bit shy. Their mane is all the way out down there. Broach on Hooligan. They're just saving it. Kite down. They're all good. Managed to get it under control. The kite is all the way out the back of the boat though. Silas Nolan has a little bit on to get that in. Pull, Silas, pull! Looks like the retrieval line may not have worked properly, so they've gone for a manual drop there. They may not make the bottom marks, Katie. Oh, goody. And Matador are around. I'm not sure whether Hooligan made it round the bottom marks at this point in time. Looks like Quest are going for a safety drop. As you mentioned, Katie, they weren't quite on lay. They were, in fact, to leeward of it. It was a little bit hot for them. Smuggler have also gone for an early drop. SMB are around. Simo rounding with Matador. Great work from SMB there to round at the same time as Matador. SMB are going out towards that headland, which seems to have the best pressure all the time. But Matador are on a monster of a west shift or a left. Yeah, look at that.
Right now, I'd say Matador sailing towards the mark.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Let's wait 5 minutes and see.
And look at this Pallas Capital, the highly sprung, going for an early drop as well. I think that's smart. Smuggler are around. Zen are around. Quest are just about to round, and I think Hooligan still have some issues just to the right of your screen. I think they didn't make that bottom gate, so they got a bit on to get back into this race here. But here we go. SMB have just tacked onto that monster starboard shift here. It's all on. Yeah. Just having a look at our camera. I might just give it a little wipe before we head up this beat. Sorry, team. Oh, there we go. That might be a little bit more pleasant for you all watching at home. SMB, you can see that breeze blowing off their bow spray again, increasing on the right-hand side here. Was that Hooligan retiring on the radio? Heard something from Hooligan just then on the radio. We will wait and confirm that. I think Matador's straight off our stern, so I won't spin you around, team. They did indeed. I think this is a big split. Now we will be able to get Matador onto the screen. You can see them all the way on your left-hand side now. I feel like SMB are up about 20 ladder rungs right now, Katie. Look at that. On the shift. Yeah. Above our pay grade, Katie. Above our pay grade. Yeah, let's got a few steep waves here, and then we'll get going. Here we go. Thanks, Katie. She was nice to me. Look at Frantic. Frantic are actually coming in on a port reach to the bottom mark. That's how far right it's gone, just to give you some perspective. So this starboard shift is massively paying right now, which is why SMB is curled all the way inside Matador. Like, that is a huge gain. Oh, big header on SMB's bow. That might bring Matador a bit further into the race here. Back to the south as it gets colder. Go the Smugs. They're looking at attack, I think. Oh, maybe not. Just getting under those kite sheets. Alrighty. Woo! Yeah. Indeed. Oh, good question. So, obviously on the live stream, it's easiest for us to cover line honours. So just for your information, it's much easier for us to go, this is the boat that's across the line first. But then, as we try to do in sailing, we try to equalise things and make it a little bit more fun for everybody, given that we've got very similar boats racing, but they've got some differences. So IRC is the International Rating Certificate, and that is an algorithm that's used essentially to find a corrected time, so that we can try and balance the boats out. And then what's happening with the 52 fleet in Australia is we're using what's called the TPR rule. And the TPR is literally TP rating. It's based off the IRC, but what happens is we add 3 or take away 3 clicks for each year of age of the boat. For the first 4 pros, you get them for free. Any additional pro up to a total of 6 pros is, I think it's 6, is 1 click. Any pro after that is 2 clicks, and a youth sailor gives you a pro for free. So that might take off a 2-click pro, for example. So it basically encourages you to sail with more youth, with less pros, and of course it brings the older boats in the fleet, like Quest, like Zen, like Matador, which is the old secret men's business, as we have secret men's business on screen, into the ability to win a regatta. So, you know, that just keeps it interesting. Massive header on board SMB. Long nose point gives you a righty every time, I reckon, or all but every time. We've still got Matador here in play, and no hooligan, for those who are wondering. Had a bit of an issue at the bottom end of the first lap of the course. Ooh, they're back up again. Maybe I've jinxed them, Katie. Oh. I was wondering how shallow it gets. I'm also enjoying this sign in the distance that says no wash, as the water is literally blowing off their bow wake. No wash. Here we go on attack. We will get a meet. We're going to follow in behind them. Look, I'm going to show you, team. Watch this. Ready? Hang on. I know, they've gotten a bit wet out here. Yeah. At least I'm warm. Hasn't worn through yet, so we're good. Oh, concession. Every time. Every time. I reckon I could write a playbook after today. Oh boy. Oh yeah, I see that kite in the distance. Purple and yellow. It looks beautiful. They've been sailing incredibly well, and you can see the Cruising Yacht Club South Australia Burgee on the back. A shout out to any South Australians watching. I'm really impressed that they've made the effort to travel all this way to make it happen, and that's testament to the TP fleet and all the work that they've been doing to really try and equalise what's been happening on the racetrack. And Matador sailing really well down there to leeward as well. It's just gotten on the wrong side of this shift. Bit of pressure coming back towards them now. They're going to take as much as they can. We're not far off lay. In fact, you can see the yellow mark just to windward of our line, maybe, I'm going to say 10 boat lengths to the starboard of our line, and they are on a lefty there. I think on TPR in this race though, we'd be giving it to Matador. They've been sailing beautifully for the entirety of this series. Whoa! Going for the dump. Okay, Katie, you've got to commentate this one. Oh yeah.
Right now, them locked. We're probably 30 seconds off with the quad squall just hitting there. You'll start to see in the next 10 seconds.
I think the Lion Island race is getting ready to start as well. Lots of non-spinnakers actually starting to the left of us, so interesting to see.
So not approaching a ley line here for Secret Men's business. 10 seconds off the ley. The Matador here will just be trying to follow in tight on their heels.
This is going to be one hell of a set.
Fun, we are going to have some breeze.
We're staying with them, I think, Katie. Let's stay with these two leaders. They'll roll into attack here, Matador. They might go a little bit further so they're off their hip because it's messy. Oh, puff of the day.
Puff of the day there, you'll see that and you'll hear it. While we're watching that, just to keep you updated, at the moment we've got Ben in third, Smuggler in fourth, and Quest in fifth. Quite a distance to the next boat station. We are in 25 plus knots now.
30 knots now, I reckon, Katie.
I know the camera doesn't show it. Cameras always underestimate it, but we are breeze on right now.
Oh, look, I'm looking down and you can see white caps, Katie. This is breezy. Sticking with SMB as they get ready for a set.
The water coming off the boats will give you an indication of how gusty this is.
Holy moly.
They
may not hoist.
I was going to say the exact same thing. They hoist in this set.
Nah, they're going for it. They're going for it.
What's the motto, Nick? Go hard or go home?
I think the motto here, given it's a bit of a match race, is copy the boat in front. I don't think Matador's going to go for a hoist.
I think right now they'd wipe out on hoist.
Look at this.
They're going
to struggle to bear away as it is.
SMB's.
Let's go. Let's go, Katie. Let's go.
Going to watch Matador going to hoist?
Yeah, they're going for it. Here we go, team. All right, we're going to stick with the leaders here, team, and see if we can go with them. Give you some speed measures. It's died. Where's the breeze? Nah, it's not died. Look how easy they made it.
Don't worry, it's coming. They've got no main on at the moment.
Look at the main. The bang is off.
Yep, bang off up in the air.
Yeah.
They're about to power that back up though.
Here we go.
Just moving west, I think.
Well, I don't think we're going to keep up with them. We'll give them a red hot crack. So we do have an engine.
We've got Steve Thomas and Alice Parker on the back there.
Amy's right on the back corner. Point! Alex Goff.
We are doing 18 knots and they are
going faster. Alex Goff on trim. And the brain trust Grant Simmer at the back there.
So in case of minimising mistakes here, really going to a lag.
I reckon we go to leeward, Katie, and try and cut them off. We're not going to keep up with them otherwise. Big puff here. There they go. we're cutting your grass. Matador, we're going to try and... There they go. Oh, down the mine.
Hey, bow down. Just to give you an update, Hooligan has rejoined the race.
Oh, perfect.
They are
there they are.
currently just ahead of Frantic.
Great job.
A really good breeze on at the top mark. We've got Zen, who's just rounded, followed by Smuggler, and Quest will be there next. And then it'll be the Highly Sprung. We might follow these.
Yeah, let's do it.
If we can keep up with them.
Well, we're sailing a more direct course, which is half the fun. Oh, there we go. Let's see. We're going to have to do 25 knots to try and catch SMB here. Safety jibe. They are from South Australia. They're used to the cold.
Yeah, they're used to the wind, hey? They look like they're having a ball.
Big shout out to Frantic over here. Still battling away. Legends. All right, we're not keeping up with them.
Might watch them go through, Nick, and make them tackle them.
Yeah, good plan.
We will keep up.
Well, we are not keeping up. They're gone skis. Still no vang on Matador, no vang on SMB. Going for a bit of a berry. Whoa. They're only just going to lay the finish, I think.
I was going to say, they're almost under it there.
Yeah, taking it really easy.
We're just going to pan around to the right here and catch the next group coming down at us.
Copy that. Whoa.
Set on, doing quite it looks like a height issue.
Struggling a little bit. Nice and square on both Zen and Quest is the next white chute to the right hand side. Now you might get a better idea of how windy it is that we're facing upwind, and apologies for the...
So a little bit of rain coming with this wind squall, which I'm sure you can hear the wind here. Zen looking quite nice coming at us.
Breezy.
And Quest is coming in hot to overtake Smuggler.
They are sailing so square, Katie. Oh, someone's on the bounce route on Zen. That's bravery right there. What a legend. Super square.
Enjoyment on the back of that boat.
Love it. I believe that's my sailing son, Garth Bickford.
Hey. Quest sending it.
Oh, yeah.
Also running very square, like you said. Based on this breeze, it's bow down and go.
Safety first.
Yep, they've just overtaken the Smuggler.
Just check the lens. Oh, yeah, covered in water.
So,
Just clean it up a bit. There we go.
while you're looking back at Nick's hand.
Sorry about that,
Zen
kids.
is, third, and we've got Quest here in fourth in the middle of this. We might follow them down.
We might be able to keep up with them because they're a bit squarer.
The ones behind, not chosen to set a kite yet.
I think that's probably a wise decision. If in doubt, leave it out. They're going to go for a dive
Setting
here.
up for a dive. Chance to stay with them.
Now, these guys were second on TPR at the start of the day. Here we go. Dav on the windward sheet. What a legend. Zoom. Yeah, only just slaying the finish here. They might be a bit overcooked.
Going to go down and have a look at the team.
Nice.
Ah, the noise, Nick, your favourite noise.
Do you speak whale? Dilly, sliding down the leeward there. Good girl.
Breeze lightening off a little bit again now.
Oh, this is pleasant. Pleasant.
I'm almost
Farmy. Start taking our jackets off. Oh, look how good this is. Sailing a blinder. Wondering if we'll have a third race, Katie. We'll be live for it if we do. It's going to be a big slog home upwind. I'm feeling sorry for the Lion Island boats. They'll have to go all the way down around and then slog their guts out upwind.
the way down, you're just regretting the fact that you
like it's like a ski run, but you've got to walk up the hill at the end.
yeah.
Oh, look at this. One more jibe in it after I thought they were going to lay with no issues. Just shows you, still shifty out here. Oh, maybe in that puff they'll get down there.
So behind, got some, so we're just coming down without a, must have had an issue. Mark's bringing his team on highly sprung.
Most improved. Most improved. We've got the crowd favourite Frantic and most improved highly sprung. Loving them.
And Nick, just to the left of our screen, there, rather than him.
Out and about. Holy moly, talking about sending it. They're going to lay. They're definitely going to lay. Oh, please don't broach. Please don't broach. Bang off, bang off, bang off. We're going to get on their whitewater here. Oh, they're down the mine. They're offshore right now. Quests are gone. Oh, they literally were right next to us.
That is we've got coming up behind us. It's going to right.
That was insanity. Smuggler are just not going the chute. I think that's a wise call. That was absolutely mental.
Now, unfortunately, some bad news, Nick. I can report wave that I just gave you. There is another squall coming and more wind
goody.
again.
Goody. And if you have just joined us, we are almost at the end of race number 2 of the Pallas Capital finale, Act 4 from the beautiful Royal Prince Alfred Yacht Club. Thanks again for having us, RPA. I do love spending time here. We've got the full team out on the water. This will be our second full race live broadcast for the day. No drones, unfortunately. You might be able to see why. Smuggler just cruising into the finish. Smart decision, not worth blowing a chute. You! Sevi, always having a good time. Oh,
Sorry.
we have no, all good. It's not your fault. Oh, meanwhile we've got brooches galore
Oh,
happening.
yeah, I was going to say, Wipeout Central on its way. You can
Oh my-
see that band. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. There's the first yacht to wipe out in the Line Island series.
Can you see that VX1 doing about 20 knots with no spinnaker up?
And they're about to get another 5 or so knots again.
Holy moly!
And just to our left here, we have the Mark Spring and Highland front. There's another little wipeout to your right there.
Oh boy. Parksy on tactics. They've done beautifully. Look at this. Coming in under kite.
Breeze
They
about
need-
to hit, and they're take off.
They may not lay the finish.
That is very true. Let's
All right.
throw them into some fun.
That'll be good. Yee-hee.
But
We are not going to
we're
keep up.
possibly-
Oh man, they're just laying the finish. The finish mark is just coming into the left of screw.
You'll see a bang off very soon.
Yeah, checkered boy, they're going to lay just. Woohoo! Oh, we're losing focus. There we go. Oh, that was fun.
Quite a gap then to the next boat being Hooligan coming down without it.
Yeah, good call.
And then behind that we will have Frantic as well, also coming down without a kite.
And there's no drops in this series, just so you know. We're up to Act 4. The first was at the Cruising Yacht Club of Australia in March. Then we had the second at the Newcastle Cruising Yacht Club as part of Sailfest. The third was at Sailport Stevens a few weeks ago as part of their Windward Leeward series. And then we have this 4th act, and there's no drops for the whole series. So for the overall wins, but you know, just winning one of the events is, I think, something that you've got to be pretty proud of, whether on TPR or IRC. So that's a beautiful boat.
Gorgeous.
I'll take that one. Maybe that should be our next live broadcast boat, Katie.
It'll be drier.
Definitely drier.
So we're back into this breeze up again. We're into the 20, 25 knot plus. As you can see, Hooligan comes down main and still than fast enough.
Yeah, definitely. And given that they just want to be finishing this race, I think that's their plan. Yeah, there is some serious speed out here. Phil Whitaker nice to have you joining us, and Jodie Shields, great to see you too. Thanks for tuning in. David Vanderwen says, lit!
Yeah, there's definitely been some moments trying to keep up with them downwind today.
Oh man, and these guys are just going to have a mosey on in. Safety drive coming up.
Just follow Hooligan into the finish.
Oh,
Oh, sorry about the wave. Sometimes
No.
the hardest drive to be without a kite downwind and breeze. So
yeah, the balance changes, doesn't it, Katie? I think.
yeah, it's a lot harder to drive. The boat stalls through the drive and nothing pulls it out.
Probably.
So it's actually trickier than it is with a kite.
Oh,
And
highly sprung down to leeward, having a few issues getting their kite down. It looks like it's stuck on the halyard lock.
Safety tack it is.
We're going for a granny. That's how windy it is out here when Hooligan's going for a granny.
I was just going to say the same thing. When you TP52 choose a safety tack rather than
Yeah. Ooh.
so option to the owner drivers to switch to a alternate driver.
We do, and it looks like Mr. Dawson is on the helm there. Just over 20 years of age, and he's getting the opportunity, thanks to Marcus Blackmore, to be able to steer this amazing weapon. Zoe Dransfield on the back is another youth sailor. And I mean, imagine that if someone said to you, would you like to steer my brand new TP52 state-of-the-art, designed by a team of incredible boat builders, sail makers and the like, to build me an absolute weapon? Would you like to steer it? Katie, what do you reckon?
Find them. What a great opportunity.
Yeah, totally. And Frantic is just a little way behind as well. They'll finish up this race as well, and that'll be, I think, 8 TPs finishing, given Koa pulled out.
With another fleet.
Yeah, fingers crossed. It has abated a little bit now. The sun's come out again. It's been a day of ups and downs, that's for sure. They're getting ready to put this jib away on board Hooligan. I think that's their indicator that they might have had enough, unless they're going to go to a much smaller jib.
Right now.
Oh, yeah, definitely wouldn't want to be sailing a laser. And in they come to the finish. Great job from that team, given they had an issue on board. Sammy Hunt's on the bow. What's going on? All right, they're across. And I think Frantic is not too far behind. We'll stay live because I want to cheer Frantic across the line. And then we'll see what's happening with the race committee.
So while we're waiting, we've got a nice little fleet coming past. They are the Royal Prince Alfred Yacht Club's Lion Island series. A testament to how windy it is. We're not seeing many spinnaker at all.
We've seen a few, but they've ended up in a tangle. We'll put it that way.
And look, this is the best moment right now. Down. Then unfortunately, up.
No. And here comes Frantic, playing it easy, also without the spinnaker.
Yeah, we're just going to get up and over it.
Pleasant. Here, we'll put it. We're in new vision mode. Shout out to the team doing the hard yards out here. Not dry, not easy.
And a little shout out to you, Nick. The four of us are happily hiding behind the screen here. Nick's in front of the screen to bring you the camera while we can't. The drone right now.
We don't call me the sailor girl for nothing. Oh, I love being wet and cold. Maybe I'm English on the inside.
We've got one of those on board. She was talking about a swim before. I think this is balmy for her.
I'm not that keen. Here comes Frantic, big cheer to Mick Martin. Berkey on tactics, and that is a smart decision for them because they will finish this race. They've done 2. They will not come last in this series. Denali and First Light have headed in. Yeah, it's awesome to see, and You know what? I actually used to sail with them back in the day. I did an offshore with them.
They got on board, and I.
Yes, indeed, and no pros.
No pro.
They are a full Corinthian team, and on that we have a number of Corinthian teams. Koa is one of them as well. That's where you have a specific amount of pros underneath. I think it's 3 pros max is the Corinthian rule. Sounds like Quest is just chatting to the radio to the race committee. So
You see, we got.
Willie!
Really? That one?
Yay! You go, guys and girls. Go team. Epic work. I think what we might do here, ladies and gents, is just have a little breather. We'll be back for the next race if there is one. It seems to have abated. It keeps doing this in between races. It abates and then we get a bunch of action. But one more race to go is the plan. It's been an absolute pleasure to be with you so far today. On behalf of Katie Spithill and myself, the team here for Adventures of a Sailor Girl, whether you're watching on the Royal Prince Alfred channel, the TP52 channels, or Sports Adventures of a Sailor Girl, lovely to have you with us for Act 4, the finale of the Pallas Capital Gold Cup.